Yo, what's up, weed nerds? Just a little update on the AFGOO overdrive. Grow off. This is her. Looking really good. Biggest thing in the garden. We got some family tree seeds, some dog walker cross, testarossa, black lime reserve, some Romulan cross to a lowland Afghan from olfactory genetics, Tibet knob from olfactory genetics, which is a headband, and a bra band, which is a head check, sorry, which is headband, bra band, I guess it was called. But things are good. Try not to overwater, try not to underwater, and the beds are popping off. Lots of buckwheat. Had a few mushrooms. Had a radish. Some more radish. Looks like a little bit of like vetch of some kind. Or valerian. Might be valerian. Sunflower. The volunteer. Seed, I don't know where it came from. Tomatoes. Sorry, potatoes. This is a tomato that we're growing intentionally. Look at this guy. Thinking he's cool. Death to you, slug. Here's some vetch. Look at that. Look at the perspiration out of the blue soak. Looking good. Some grasses coming up. More radish. Ground wires. Feeling real good about it. Ground wire, which I think is going to be a big deal. I'm going to do some readjusting there because that's supposed to say 80 to 100. Now we're going to put this one in over here. See what we get in an hour. But things seem to be doing pretty good. Spiders like crazy, going crazy. Some worm action. Some predatory mite action. Woodlouse, seeing a bit more of those little fuckers. But things are good. Things are good. Just got the room dialed in for the yield source grow off. Got the reservoir tapped in under the sink with the float valve, 15-gallon barrel. This is just for getting water out. The blue mat line comes out, on, off. Water line comes down and out that way, and then that feeds the carrot here and the carrot over there, and then the water line comes down on the ground, up and over, and then down the side of that run, and then there's a carrot here and a carrot down in the corner there that feeds the header right here. So this is the water in to the manifold header, and it's connected. Got the AC flaps are facing down because huge problems when you blow your air straight across. Your dehumes don't really work too good when they're trying to cool dry air, or cool dry air. It doesn't really work. Humidity 68 to 72 are the set points. 84 is our Fahrenheit, and the room is sitting at about 2,000 ppm. It's been dropping a little bit now that the beds are kind of dropping off on decay. But when you freshly top dress some compost and stuff, you get that biology, and then these the mushrooms also will create CO2. Look at this guy going at it, having a snack. Buckwheat. Oh, look at this guy. We got a predatory mite. He's doing his rounds. Look at this guy. Oh. Oh. It's the fast ones you like. It's the slow guys you don't like. Oh, update on the aphids. I, like you, when calling, if you're gonna be buying predatory mites, call your agronomist and ask them and tell them what's going on in your garden. Because I assumed that I could just buy beneficials after spraying spinosad and things would be good. And so I got on the phone with the agronomist, and she made it abundantly clear that there is a 2-week fall off minimum that the plant will be holding residual spinosad on the leaf surface or in the first layer of the plant, and beneficials would not appreciate that, and I'd be knocking down my population as soon as I got them. So she did say that Pure Crop 1 is okay. It doesn't have a re-entry level that is very long because it's an oil, and I really haven't seen any. I pulled the grass out that was here that had the aphids on it, and I've been doing a little peeking here and there, and I haven't seen it. I think the 2 applications of the spinosad did it pretty well. And so, lots of springtails, lots of happiness. Just trying to get these blue mats dialed in. I put the acorns down, and anytime I try to seat my carrot for the blue mat, it has been hitting the side of an acorn and not working properly. So that's the next thing we're addressing. And we've got the full spectrum LEDs, Fluence, Spider X Plus original, 630 watt. We're running 3 bars, actually 2 bars, and then a few extra bars over the seedlings, and full control of the room. The humidity point, see, so it went up to 73, now it's going back down to 68. And so I got my CO2 tank, everything's sealed up, and we're going to be sending off probably the first cotyledon leaves for a sex test, not on the AFGOO because that was fem, but for everything else we're going to be doing that this week. Farmer Friedman is who we're going with, and then we're going to get the plants in the beds. Probably going to get the AFGOO in the bed earlier than everything else, obviously, because I don't want to pull out a male. And then we're going to rock it. We're going to rock it 1500, 1300 ppm on the CO2. We're going to keep rocking like 85 degrees. And then slowly, once we transition into bloom, take it down a little bit on the humidity. And then end of flower, we'll take it down on the temp. But, yeah. Fourth, fifth round, something like that, fourth or fifth round on this soil, just in these beds, and then they were in sips. We used the Malic 3 soil test and corrosive soil to give me my mineral analysis and read the soil report. And then we just re-amend according to the all brick method, and just run pretty much water only through the blue mats, and I do a calcium supplement here and there from BioAg, and I'm a sucker for their fulvic acid. And then we'll be doing some compost extracts, rocking it out. More potatoes. More potatoes. Oh, you know what this could be? This could be geranium, because I did put quite a bit of geranium in the beds. Kingstropharia mushroom did pretty good getting that in there. Now that looks like a tomato plant to me. I would say almost guaranteed. More radish, another tomato. I don't know what that is, vetch of some kind. Burdock or yellow dock, one of the docks. And if you recall the plant with all the spikes on it, it's a little round ball and they attach themselves to your skin. That's the second year, the burdock. So this year it grows, it's like whatever you could call it, a biannual. First year it grows the leaves and gets a nice taproot. And then the second year it flowers and blooms into that big thorny bush with the barbed balls on it. And so that was it, just me blabbing. Lots of airflow. Wall fan, blowing the AC across the canopy. Wall fan, wall fan, wall fan, floor fan. And drain for the dehume. Oh, dehume talk. You got to put a P-trap on so it just holds water here and creates a air block because it's under vacuum. And so if you don't do that, water sits in the pan and doesn't get sucked out, and it keeps sucking up its own humidity into the coils and creating the circle of life where your dehume's not working properly because it's just sucking up its own water. So I didn't have a P-trap at first, and so that's my little hack on pull that one from the internet, because I don't really read directions on installation. We got the sound machine making the birds, and what I have found that I like better is classical music. So we are working on getting the classical music in the garden again. It's been a few years, but have a good grow.